The deadly coronavirus has taken away about 575 lives so far, and it is also estimated that currently in China, almost 28,273 people are currently affected by it. It is not just restricted to China, it has spread in other parts of the world as well, including a few instances reported from India. There are other places in the world like the US, Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia, South Korea and Malaysia where this virus has ended up spreading. Now, a lot of conspiracy theories are doing rounds on social media as to how this virus really emanated, where did it really emanate from. But the fact of the matter is that is still to be ascertained. What we did here was, at India Today's Anti-Fake News War Room, take a stock of all these conspiracy theories, analyze them and analyze how much of these theories could be the real threat. The Wuhan Institute of Virology is at the center of this first theory that we're talking about. In fact, an Israeli biological warfare analyst is the one who claimed that deadly animal-borne coronavirus may have originated in a laboratory in the city of Wuhan linked to China's covert biological weapons program. That is conspiracy theory number one. Dr. Danny Shoham, a former Israeli military intelligence officer who has studied Chinese biological warfare, has said this to the Washington Times, and I quote, "Certain laboratories in the institute have probably been engaged in terms of research and development in Chinese biological weapons, at least collaterally, yet not as a principal facility of the Chinese BW alignment," unquote. You might wonder where this conspiracy theory really originates from. The Wuhan Institute of Virology that we were speaking about has done a lot of research in the areas of Japanese encephalitis, on SARS, H5N1, influenza virus and dengue as well. Indicating that the virus might have leaked out of the laboratory, Dr. Shoham said that though Wuhan Institute of Virology comes under the Chinese Academy of Sciences, but certain laboratories within it have linkage with the PLA or BW related elements within the Chinese defense establishment. The US State Department has alleged earlier that China maintained a small-scale offensive biological weapons program even after joining the Biological and Toxins Weapon Convention, BTWC, and that the Chinese entities have transferred controlled biological weapons related items to nations of proliferation concern such as Iran. BBC News has reported that the claim about the covert Chinese biological warfare program is baseless. It is said that former Israeli military intelligence officer, whose quotes have been used in the Washington Times article, has failed to provide any concrete evidence to substantiate it. We here at India Today reached out to the author of this particular theory, Dr. Danny Shoham, to ask him if there was any kind of substantial evidence which is backing this particular theory as published in the Washington Times. He responded on email saying, and I quote, "I was asked and talked about the possibility of accidental virus leakage and not about covert Chinese plot in biological warfare," unquote. We spoke to Rajiv Nayan, a senior research associate, IDSA, who has expertise on weapons of mass destruction, and told India Today, and I quote, "I cannot say whether the claim made on coronavirus and covert Chinese BW program is true or not, but the threat of covert biological warfare amongst the nations is real," unquote. According to him, any biological or chemical agent can be developed by any of these countries, and there are just no restrictions to it because they develop this under the guise of research and development or R&D. In July last year, a report was published by CBC.ca that revealed that Dr. Kui, her husband Kering Cheng, and an unknown member of her student from China were removed from Canada's only Level 4 lab on 5th of July. And many people on social media have come up with their own explanation for this. They tried to connect these dots and say that there were two Chinese spies who ended up stealing this particular virus and brought it to the Wuhan lab, and that's how this entire coronavirus outbreak really took place. It is believed to be a theory floated by a businessman, Kylie Bass. Another report published on 3rd October 2019 by CBC News revealed that they obtained travel documents of a Canadian scientist at the National Microbiology Lab in Winnipeg who made at least 5 trips to China, including one to train scientists and technicians at China's newly certified Level 4 lab. On January 28, 2020, NTD TV, one of the largest Chinese news networks, also reported this. According to them, coronavirus was reported to have arrived at the National Microbiology Laboratory in Canada from a Dutch laboratory on 4th May 2013. They went on to write that after investigation, the mysterious incident can be traced back to a Chinese spy working at the Canadian National Microbiology Laboratory. In their report, they mention an article by an online portal. The Week 2 reported based on the article by an online portal. You might wonder where this theory now originates from. On 27th of January as of this year, the CBC.ca ended up publishing another report to claim that the previous report is being misinterpreted. According to them, the Public Health Agency of Canada denied any connection between the removal of the scientists last summer and the existing coronavirus outbreak. But another article by PolitiFact debunked their theory. Hence, there is no proof that this particular potential spy theory which is making rounds has got any connection whatsoever to the coronavirus outbreak. Now, there's a very interesting third theory that is making rounds as well. Many on social media have come up with these bizarre claims that the patent for coronavirus was applied in the year 2015 and was granted in the year 2018 to Pilbright Institution in United Kingdom, whose founders happen to be Melinda and Bill Gates. This theory was originally floated by conspiracy theorist and YouTuber Jordan Sather, who tweeted this in a lengthy thread. There is no substantial proof that Pilbright Institution is the one that is responsible for the coronavirus outbreak. No mainstream media has even reported this particular story. Several international fact checkers have debunked this theory. They have found that the patent application for coronavirus was made in 2015 for one type of coronavirus, but not the particular Wuhan type, which is called the Wuhan coronavirus. As per this article, the Pilbright Institution did not receive any funding for this particular patent work from Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the institute was also not founded by them. So we here at India Today's Anti-Fake News War Room brought to you the 3 top stories that are making rounds on social media and really where they stand, where each one of them really stands as far as the coronavirus outbreak is concerned. Remember, this is one of the most talked about topics in the current sphere, given the fact that how the entire world is now slowly getting affected by the coronavirus. In fact, there are many more social media theories that are doing round, many news organizations reporting different theories as to where this virus really emanated from. But for now, we're still waiting for further information to come out from the Chinese government.